It was a night of emotions, music, and remembrance. At the first stop of his highly anticipated Stairway to the Sky tour, Zayn Malik honored his late friend and former bandmate, Payne, in a moving tribute that left the crowd in tears. Tonight, before we go any further, I need to talk about someone very special. Someone who was a massive part of my life, and, let's be honest, all of our lives. Payne was more than a bandmate. He was family. The camera pans across a packed concert venue, fans swaying and holding up glowing phone lights, creating a sea of stars. Zayn Malik's voice resonates in the background, setting a somber yet intimate tone. It was a night of emotions, music, and heartfelt remembrance. At the first stop of his highly anticipated Stairway to the Sky tour, Zayn Malik honored the memory of his late friend and former bandmate, Payne, in a tribute that moved fans to tears. Before we go any further tonight, I need to talk about someone very special. Someone who was a massive part of my life, and all of our lives. Payne was more than a bandmate, he was family. This marked Zayn's first public appearance since the shocking and untimely death of Payne. The world was left reeling by the news of the 30-year-old singer's sudden passing, a loss that hit millions of fans deeply. But for Zayn, the tragedy was profoundly personal. For Zayn, returning to the spotlight was no easy feat. Known for his reserved and introspective nature, he has always been deeply private, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Yet this performance was different. It wasn't just about the music, it was about honoring a bond that transcended fame and fortune. Sources close to Zayn reveal that preparing for this tour was a cathartic experience for the singer. He poured his heart into every note, every lyric, one insider shared. This tour isn't just for him, it's for Liam too. The news of Payne's passing sent shockwaves across the globe. As a beloved member of One Direction, Liam's voice and charisma left an indelible mark on fans. But beyond the music, he was cherished for his humility, his humor, and the genuine warmth he brought to everyone he met. Liam was a brother to all of us. He had the biggest heart and the most infectious laugh. We'll miss him more than words can say. For Zayn, the loss was not just of a former bandmate, but of a friend who had shared a transformative chapter of his life. From their teenage years on the X Factor to sold-out stadium tours, the two had navigated fame's pressures together, forming a bond that no amount of time or distance could break. Liam was the guy who'd walk into a room and instantly make everyone feel better. He was the heart of our group, the one who kept us grounded, made us laugh, and reminded us why we started in the first place. On a night already steeped in anticipation, Zayn Malik delivered an unforgettable and deeply emotional tribute to his late bandmate and friend, Payne. The crowd held their breath as he performed a stripped-down rendition of Little Things, a One Direction classic that fans have cherished for over a decade. As Zayn's voice cracked with emotion, it was clear that this performance wasn't just a song. It was a love letter, a farewell, and a celebration of a bond that endured through fame, distance, and time. This one's for Liam, and for all of you who loved him as much as we did. Little Things was a poignant choice, a song that spoke to vulnerability, connection, and the small but significant moments that bind us together. It was a track that Liam had often spoken of with pride, a reminder of the simplicity and sincerity that made One Direction a global phenomenon. The song's lyrics seemed to take on new meaning as Zayn performed them, his voice heavy with the weight of loss. For fans, it was more than a tribute. It was a shared moment of grief and remembrance, connecting them to both Liam's memory and Zayn's heartfelt emotions. Always see eye to eye, but that's what made our friendship real. We pushed each other to be better, and I think we both knew how much we cared, even when we didn't say it. In his candid remarks, Zayn touched on the complexities of their relationship. Two strong personalities navigating the pressures of fame while finding solace in their shared experiences. It was a reminder that even in moments of disagreement, the foundation of their friendship was built on mutual respect and love. Though they often took different paths in their careers and lives, Zayn and Liam's connection remained unshaken. It was a bond forged during their formative years, strengthened by the trials and triumphs they faced as a band, and cherished even after they went their separate ways. As the audience joined in, their voices blending with Zayn's, the moment became a collective act of remembrance. It wasn't just about the music, it was about the legacy Liam left behind and the impact he had on those who loved him. When Zayn said, "This one's for Liam," you could feel how genuine he was. It felt like he was speaking directly to all of us who are mourning Liam too. It's moments like this that remind us why we fell in love with One Direction in the first place. They were more than a band, they were a family. Thank you for letting me share this with you tonight. Liam meant so much to so many people, and I'm just grateful to have known him, to have shared those moments with him, and to keep his light alive in my own way. For Zayn, this tribute was more than a performance. It was a way to process his grief, to honor a friend who had shaped his life, and to remind the world of the kindness, humor, and talent that made Payne unforgettable. As Zayn Malik walked off stage, the weight of the evening was palpable. This was more than the first stop on his tour. It was a moment of healing, reflection, and love. For Liam, for Zayn, and for the fans who will carry their memories forward, this night was one for the ages. I'll never forget the night we all sat up talking about our dreams for the future. Liam said he just wanted us to stay close, no matter what. That's who he was, always thinking about the people around him. Zayn's tribute was so beautiful. You could feel how much he loved Liam, and it brought us all together. Liam meant so much to all of us, and hearing Zayn talk about him like that, it was like he was speaking for all of us. Thank you for letting me share this moment with you. Liam, this one's for you, mate. We'll keep your light shining. As Zayn Malik walked off stage, the weight of the evening was palpable. It wasn't just a performance. It was a tribute, a farewell, and a celebration of a life that touched millions. In that moment, it was clear, Payne's legacy will never be forgotten. From the moment we were thrown together on the X Factor, Liam was always the steady one. He kept us grounded, made us laugh, and supported us through the highs and lows. He was the heart of our group. Liam had this way of making you feel like you mattered, no matter who you were. He was one of the kindest souls I've ever known. In a night filled with raw emotion and bittersweet memories, Zayn Malik paid a heartfelt tribute to his late bandmate and friend, Payne, during his first live performance since Liam's untimely passing. To honor Liam's memory, Zayn performed an acoustic rendition of Little Things, a song that holds deep meaning for One Direction fans around the world. This was one of Liam's favorites. It's for him tonight, and for all of you who loved him as much as I did. As Zayn strummed his guitar, the poignant lyrics of Little Things seemed to echo through the venue, each word carrying the weight of a friendship and a legacy that spanned over a decade. The song, co-written for One Direction during their early years, has always been cherished by fans for its simplicity and sincerity. A perfect tribute to Liam, whose warmth and humor touched the lives of so many. For Zayn, the performance was more than just music. It was a way to channel his grief and celebrate the bond he shared with Liam. A connection forged in the crucible of fame and cemented by years of shared experiences. Liam had this incredible way of making everyone feel seen. Whether it was cracking a joke to lighten the mood or staying up late to talk when one of us was struggling, he was always there. Between songs, Zayn shared personal stories that highlighted the bond he and Liam shared, from their early days navigating fame to the simple, joyful moments that defined their friendship. He spoke about late-night talks, shared dreams, and the moments of doubt and triumph that brought them closer together. Sometimes, when things got overwhelming, Liam would remind me why we were doing this, why it mattered. He had this way of making everything feel possible, even when it felt like the world was against us. Though their relationship wasn't without its challenges, Zayn spoke openly about the authenticity of their friendship. He acknowledged the moments of tension that come with being part of a close-knit group, but also the mutual respect and love that underpinned it all. Liam and I didn't always agree on everything. We were different in so many ways, but I think that's what made our friendship special. He challenged me, and I hope I did the same for him. It was this dynamic, Zayn said, that pushed them to grow, not just as artists, but as people. And despite their differences, the bond they shared was undeniable. For fans, the moment was more than a tribute. It was a collective act of remembrance. In singing along, they weren't just honoring Liam's memory. They were sharing in Zayn's grief, creating a powerful sense of unity and healing. When Zayn said, "This one's for Liam," you could feel how much he meant it. It felt like we were all part of something bigger, like we were helping him carry that weight. Little Things has always been special, but hearing it tonight, knowing what it meant to Liam and to Zayn, it's something I'll never forget. Thank you for letting me share this with you tonight. Liam's light is something I'll carry with me forever, and I hope you will too. For Zayn Malik, the night was not just a performance, but a cathartic expression of love, loss, and gratitude. It was a reminder that even in the face of tragedy, the memories we hold can keep the light of those we've lost burning bright. In this shared act of remembrance, Zayn and his fans proved that Liam's legacy is more than just music. It's a testament to the bonds we form, the love we share, and the memories that live on. There was this one night on tour when I was having a tough time. Liam walked into my room with a bag of snacks and said, "All right, mate, let's fix this." We didn't even talk much. We just sat there watching movies and laughing. That's who he was, always there when you needed him. I'll always carry those memories with me. The laughter, the late-night talks, the way he made every room brighter. He was one of a kind. Hearing Zayn talk about Liam made it all feel so real. You could feel how much he loved him. The tribute was beautiful. It reminded us why we fell in love with One Direction in the first place. They were more than a band. They were a family. Across social media, fans shared clips of Zayn's tribute, expressing their own grief and celebrating Liam's legacy. The moment became a global symbol of the enduring love and connection between the band and their fans. Liam, this one's for you. Mate, thank you for everything. As the concert came to an end, Zayn left the stage, but his tribute to Liam Payne lingered in the hearts of everyone present. It was a reminder that even in loss, the bonds we share with those we love remain unbroken. Zayn Malik's heartfelt tribute to Liam Payne was more than just a performance. It was a celebration of friendship, a reflection on shared history, and a message of love that resonated far beyond the stage.